Hey folks, good afternoon. I shot out here right quick. It's late in the afternoon. It really doesn't feel good in here. But let me check the date. Today's Saturday, June 21st. What I'm looking at, the last video that I just recently uploaded, there were several of you that had, in the comments, you stated that you heard whispering in the video. And I seen one that today that had said it sounded Asian, like an Asian language. And I finally had the opportunity today to go back into the video, and it's around the 34 to 35 minute mark, and to listen for myself. And there's something there. Whether or not it's a whisper, I don't know. There's two sections where that sound can be heard. One of them, it does sound like a whisper. If it's a language, I don't think it's English. I don't know what it is. If it is a whisper, and I'm just, these are all ifs, you guys. If it's a whisper, we've captured a lot of what I believe to be Native American paranormal stuff. Some of the old trail camera captures, just some of the things we witnessed firsthand, leads me to believe that it's all Native American. And I could be very wrong on that. It's just my personal beliefs, you guys. You don't have to agree with me. But what I heard on there, I'm not sure. One of them, I don't know if it's a language or not. One of the two that I heard, one of them does sound like a whisper. It's very similar. The other one, I don't know what the other one is. I don't have a clue. My hearing's not very good, you guys. All of my videos, when I watch them, I edit them. When I re-watch them, as like when I'm editing, I go through the clips. I'm watching them on this, on my phone. I'm not doing it on a big computer screen with a fancy setup. I got my phone and my earbuds, and that's what I use. My hearing isn't all that great, so there's no telling, but I want to show you. Let me get up a little closer. All right. The blue dot, if you can see right here, that blue dot is me. See the yellow one right there? That's the general area of where I was at when I heard that sound. I was going to play the video while I was out here and try to backtrack. I went around the other side, and there's no signal. I can't play it, and I've already deleted the clips off my phone, so there's no way to play it. I'm gonna start walking. I'm gonna watch the camera here, or my GPS. I'm gonna watch it, make sure I'm going in the right direction. We're gonna try to find it. A storm literally just passed. If you guys can see the droplets of water, it literally just stopped raining 15 minutes ago. If you listen, you can hear it in the background, raindrops falling off the pine needles. Everything's wet. So I figured it'd be a good time to come before it gets dark. It is 6:27 p.m. Central Standard Time where I'm at in the panhandle of Florida, Northwest Florida. Oh, the bugs already started. I'm going to put a little bug spray on right quick, which I have in the four-wheeler. Let me put a little bug spray on and we're gonna start walking. I decided to park here because this is the closest point to get back into that area. The way I went into that area to begin with, you gotta continue down this road 200 yards or so, and then you got to veer off and go to the right several hundred yards back there, and you come in from way back that direction, and then you have to walk like where I'm at right now, and then you have to turn, and it's a long walk, and I don't want to get caught out here at dark. I know a lot of y'all wander the woods at night alone in the dark, but I'm not the one. This stuff scares me. The paranormal doesn't bother me near as bad as the big guys. I'm not up with all that, and the weird beings that are not human and are not normal animals, they really freak me out. Let me get some bug spray. We're gonna get going. Make sure I'm going the right direction. I just want to go in that area and see if that happens again. I'm following the blue dot, which is me, trying to go to the yellow dot, which is should be that direction. Just want to make sure I'm going, that I'm walking the correct direction. I don't want to be out here long. Okay, this should take me to it. Maybe this game trail right here will take me in there. But if any of you, if you hear that sound again, well, there's no way you could actually tell me until I get the video uploaded. I did not hear it when I was editing. I didn't hear it at all, actually. It's our brother Don Moore, he reached out to me to let me know that there was whispering voices. And several of you, when I went into the video, he said that he seen comments from you guys. And the comments mentioned EVP. And so he went and checked, and he reached out to me and let me know that yes, he definitely hears something. Oh, I think this is the area, actually. I think it's a little further this direction. There's no way it's this close to the road. This is a really used deer trail right here. That right there. Well, this has got a lot of deer activity on it. I remember seeing, I think, these fallen trees right here. I think that's the one. I was trying to make a mental note when I watched the video. I don't think it's this close to that road, though. You know what's crazy? If this is where it happened, I'll tell you what blows my mind. The four-wheeler's back here. All right, where the four-wheeler's sitting, 10 to 15 yards that direction, on that road, is where I caught that trail camera, that picture on the trail camera of what looks like a Native American squaw walking away from the camera, carrying, Kim thinks it looks like an infant, and several other people that I showed it to a few years back said the same thing. that it looks like an infant. So I'm sort of on board with that. I think it is an infant, actually. It's just a crazy picture, but it's right there. And that would make sense because we've gotten some other just bizarre things that we caught on camera in that same area. Oh, I just got bit on the backside by a dog fly. Here's the heavy. Look at that trail right there. Wow. Why do I not have a game camera on it? It goes right through there. Looks like it turns, it goes under that holly. I think I have a camera down here because that camera I put out when I was filming that video just a few days ago. I don't know if that's the right fallen trees or not. But if you guys, if you hear anything, if you see anything, especially if you hear more of whatever that sound was, it does sound like a whisper. Don believes both of the, there's two different segments pretty close together, and he believes both of it sounds like whispering. One of them does for sure, to me, my personal opinion, it does sound like a whisper. Look at the night hawk right there, see her? She came from right here. This is not the same spot as the other one. She's up on that limb right there. See if I can, I ain't gonna be able to zoom in enough to catch her. I think she's right there. So she's probably got eggs over here or a baby. If she's got a baby though normally. Oh, this is the same one. I'm sorry. This is the same one. There's the eggs right there. I see them. She wasn't playing injured though this time. Where she goes, she just swooped overhead. Let me get away from her nest. That is the same one. I did not know I was this close to the road. And it's right on this trail. Look at this trail. This is not one that I made. Let me see where we're at. Oh my gosh, it bit me again. Same spot. Right below where my shirt is touching my backside. All right. Oh, that is the spot. Okay. So I do have a camera in here. There's an old buck scrape right here. Right there. Oh, that camera's over here. I'm close to it. It should be. Ow. Gosh. That got me in the leg. Thought it was right there. I'm looking at my screen. That yellow dot. What is that yellow dot? That is the camera. Okay. Oh, it is close to the road. I'm just trying to go through the general area of where I was at Looks like it's, I've got to go this direction. There's another deer trail right there. I am right on it. Look how far it goes. This trail goes right up, right through there. And it is a deer trail. It's showing the camera being to my left. But this area here kind of looks similar to where I remember putting it. Because there was also a trail. Seems like it should be right here. There are so many deer tracks in here. Well, I guess it is up this way. Let me get back on this little deer trail. Gotta just walk past the one I pointed out to you. Golly, everything's wet. Okay, this is the trail. See all the tracks in it. Oh, I think this is it. So it's showing us getting really close to the camera, to that yellow dot. I think I'm going away from it. I'm trying to walk around these limbs so I don't get wet. This is a trail right there too. So it would be either right up there in that opening or right here. I did not put any bait or anything out. It's showing me being right on top of the camera right here. Unless I'm turned around. It may be right over there. Let's see, because this trail right here is pretty heavy. Ooh, it's a pretty used trail. Oh, I think this is the area. I'm not, okay, there's the camera right there. It's right over there. I'm gonna go ahead and walk past it. I'm sure that one's already caught me. So I know I'm in the right area, the general area. There's an old rub that's killed that little pine right there. And there's the camera right there. There she goes. This little camera, it's a cheap camera. It is the Wild Innovations. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't really read the model, but it's Wild Innovations. Kim got that one for me for Christmas one year. And that was the one that I was really angry about being stolen. But praise the good Lord above, I got it back. There's another trail going through here. Looks like it goes straight down through that little opening and to the left, right past some two pine trees back there. But thank you guys to those of you that have been putting timestamps in the comments with the stuff that you're finding in the videos. Thank y'all tremendously, and I absolutely mean that. It is a huge help. As you guys know, I am alone when I'm out here filming, I am alone. I'm always by myself filming. And it's very, very rare that I have somebody with me. All right, this is the other ladder stand, is right up over there. And we never hunted out of this one. Put it up last year for me and Rosie, and we just never hunted out of it. Had some good deer coming through, but just no interest to hunt them because there were a lot of mamas and babies. The ladder stand's right there, if you guys can see it. I didn't investigate this area when I put that stand up, and all I knew was that there was a major scrape right here, and there was one back on this side. I think it's right there. But they would come down this trail and they'd work these scrapes, and then they'd go up and out. And when I set up in here, I put the ladder stand down there so that I would be on the south side of the scrape. And then after I got it up and we got everything set and just sitting up there relaxing, right after I put it up, I noticed that big acorn tree's right in front of the ladder. And so that is a bad spot to have that stand. I put it right on top of where they're feeding. I'm going to walk over here, and we're going to cut back to the right and head back up in the general direction of the four-wheeler. I'm not sure where that exact area is at. I'm going to try to download the video that I filmed that day and then use that video to try to come back out here and retrace my steps to see if I can get back in the same area of where that voice, if that's what it is, the two voices where I was catching them. It is so pretty in here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it's creepy. And I think it's just because it just rained. Everything's nice and still. And it's getting dark. And that may be why it's getting creepy. I want to go around this right here. I want to get back over here. Started to stress myself out. I thought I heard the knocking sound. Like not knocking, I'm sorry. Where you knock rocks together, clacking. I thought I was hearing a clacking sound. And then the bird sang out, so that kind of eased my mind some. I think I had marked that tree at one point to possibly put a stand on it. I'm not sure. Everything looks the same when you're out here. And it's not that the property's huge. It's that our property is surrounded by forest. And you can walk right across the property line and never know that you've left the property. Everything looks the same. And it changes a little bit. You'll get up, like right here, the ground is tapering down because the creek is that direction. But you can get turned around easily in here. Really, really easily. Alright, the new road that I was putting in is back that direction. That's the one that's going to go down, and it's going to go down the hill, cross the culvert, and then out that other gate. I've got a game camera not far from that road. It's actually going to be, when I finish cutting the road where the camera sits, it is actually on the road. And I haven't had nothing on it but a doe, and then I had a yearling come through. But this morning, I had a buck, the first buck come in, and the horns are still growing. They're in velvet, but I think it's one of the young bucks that's got the bigger racks on him. His horns are probably 6 inches long right now, and they're nubbing off at the top. They're starting to split. It looks like the end of a chicken leg bone, where it's got the knot on it. It's got like two little modules on it. That's what it looks like. And that means his horns are branching out. But I think he's going to be one of the bigger bucks that we had, bigger horns. He's not an old deer. He's very poor as far as his overall build, the amount of muscle he has on him, and he's really poor. And I've got a bag of minerals. If they haven't went bad, they shouldn't. And I'm going to bring that bag of minerals out and put it over there for him and whatever other deer there, to maybe help put some meat on their bones, help them out while they're growing their antlers back. They use their antlers for defense, to protect themselves and for marking their territory. And it looks so different in here. And it's so strange. It's hard to put into words the way it looks. All these limbs are broke off. Something's been working on them. I'm not sure if I'm going right. It does feel a little strange right here where I'm at. Look at this, how this tree's broke. It broke right there over this direction, then it's broke back. Oh, there's another one laid right on top of it right there. That's neat. It was so hot today. It was miserable. I didn't hardly leave the house. And that is very out of character for me, but it was just too hot. Let me check. I am so far off course, you guys. Okay, I need to go back that direction. How do I do this? Hang on just a second. That was a little creepy. That weird scream. I need to go that way, but I want to go around this holly right here. This Yaupon. I really wish I had some good clean walking trails going all through the property. That would be so pretty. There's a nice little opening in here. I don't know what it is, what it's... Okay, we need to go this direction. I should have went by and checked on that stuff that I placed on that log. I don't think we were very far from it. Sorry about that. This area's open. I don't know if I need to go up through here or go that way. Not sure. Double check my map. Okay, I need to go this way. I hope that wasn't one of them huffing sounds. That's an airplane. You guys hear that rumbling? It's not thunder. See, what I should have done is I should have marked my path. When I left, I should have started my tracker. What is that mark? I'm just checking marks on my GPS. Okay, I need to looks like I'm gonna have to turn to the right up here. I believe I need to be going that way. I hope. Even with the bug spray on, these dadburn mosquitoes still light me up. And them dog flies. I don't want to be out here long. I'm ready to head back. I didn't even mark where the four-wheeler was parked. I get aggravated with myself sometimes. Hunting season, I'm plotting my path. I'm tracking myself on GPS. I mark where I park. It's habit because I do it so often each day. During the off season, like right now, I'm not doing it much, and helping Chris that 2 months month and a half, whatever it was. I wasn't out in the woods at all. We were working around the clock. That sounded like a rock. That something just landed right up in here, somewhere right up in there. Kind of startled me a little bit. It's getting late and I'm getting nervous. Trying to watch for snakes and yellow jackets, the ground hornets, and just watch for oh, there's a tower blind right there. How did I end up here? Holy cow. I'm trying to, right over there is where I had the rocks thrown at me. Not far at all, like right where these trees are. Somewhere right up in that area. That may have been a rock. Alright, well, I'm gonna head toward the tower blind. I'm gonna get back on the road and get out of here. This ain't no place for me to be. I don't want to be in this area. I know there's a few people that they get aggravated with me because of my fear of the Sasquatch people and me carrying firearms with me when I come out here, and just I'm always preaching to people about, if you go in the woods, don't go unarmed, and I stand behind that. But there's a small handful of people that get very aggravated with me over that. They think these Sasquatch people are our friends. And yes, there's been a few people that have been helped by them, but the majority of people have been scared out of their absolute mind, or they've been hit with things. There's been people been attacked. There's stories that go back just decades and decades, Native American stories of the Sasquatch people taking children and women, young women from the tribe. So I know there's a lot of people that think they're all friendly, and it's just like humans. You know, there are some good humans out in the world, but there's also some absolute evil, wicked people. I've no doubt there's some Sasquatch out there that are absolutely phenomenal beings. But I think the majority of them, it's not that they're bad, but they don't like us, is the way that I perceive it. They've had enough of the human nonsense, and I don't blame them. I mean, look at all the things that humans have done. You know, we're known for stabbing each other in the back and everything else. I'm just circling up right here, you guys. I just want to see the four-wheelers right there on the road, so I just want to see if these deer, had a family of deer coming through. 5 does and 2 bucks. The bucks are babies. This is one of the trails right here. The other one crosses right over there. That's the one I want to check. This one here is just a little bit of everything. Travels that one. Should be just about up on it. There's another one right here. I want to see what kind of traffic it's had, if any. Excuse me. See where this trail goes up? And it cuts around, it goes right through there, and then it circles back around and it crosses the four-wheeler trail we got up there. It's where they got it wore down to the dirt where they come through here. But that's the one, we get a lot of traffic coming through here. You can make out there's a lot of deer tracks here. They've been rained on. And this right here is an old four-wheeler trail, but we stopped using it. There's a deer trail right there. I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna go back to the house. I'm gonna come out right over here by this blind. Looks like deer have been using this little pathway. There's a trail right there too. Right there. We have some work that we gotta do. Hope that doesn't fall on me. Right here, and I'll show you right quick while I'm out here. And then I'm going home. All this right here is remnants, those sticks, remnants of an old hunting blind. And this was from people who used to poach on this property. The man who's owned this property before we had it, it was a friend of ours. We've known him for long years and never knew that he owned this. And this piece borders the property that the house is on. But whoever had that blind, they did not have permission to be on here on the property to hunt it. The guy who did own it, he is hardcore against hunting. He actually works with the veterinary side of life. This is Chris's ground blind, but this barrel and that bucket were all right here with that blind. You can see the tower way down there. We're gonna clear right through here. I gotta take this oak right here's dying, so we're gonna take it down. This Wild Creek myrtle, this little oak, and we're going right through there. We're gonna open a spot up, and about 70 yards down, it'll reconnect back to this road. It's like the road kind of curves around, and then it comes back to where it'll be back in line with us. I wish I had an excavator and a bulldozer just to use for a week. See how the road curves to the right? I wish we could had a straight shot to the gate that's on this road at that far end, because that's where we have problems during hunting season with people coming on and poaching and stealing my belongings. Right here, it's a green spot. The road turns again, and it goes sort of at this angle, and the gate is actually back that way. And we'd like to make a straight road that goes all the way back to where you can see that gate. That's something I would actually really love to do. We'll just have to take down some trees, and my tractor, it's not suited to handle stuff like this. Like this one. It doesn't look that big on camera, but that's a pretty big tree. I've got large hands, and I wear a 14 wedding band, just to give you an idea of the size of that tree right there. And my tractor can't handle that. It can't handle this one here, and that one's probably 5 inches. I can take a 5-inch tree down, but it'll take me 30 to 45 minutes. I have to bust the ground up around it, get the roots broke up. ended up tearing my machine up. That chair was actually inside of that blind. And this road had a bunch of trees. All these trees you see on the side, they had fell over time, and the road was blocked. And I brought the tractor down, and we pushed everything out of the way, and I ended up pushing that chair off to the side. It was not inside that blind, but it was right there alongside it. Whoa. Holy cow, that was loud. That was a tree break. I don't know if the mic caught that or not. That was literally right there. Right in that little... Alright, I'm leaving. That was loud. I was talking when it happened. I don't know if you guys would be able to hear it or not. I'm using the wireless mic because it picks my voice up better instead of so much of the ambient noise. Got my heart to racing. Folks, I'm going to get out of here. I love you all. God bless you. Have an amazing afternoon. Enjoy your weekend. And if you do find anything in this video, please make note of it in the comments below with a timestamp of what you found. I would absolutely appreciate it, and I can guarantee you a large portion of our family here will as well. Be safe in all you're doing. Be kind, and I'll see you guys down the road. Bye-bye. Trying to get my stuff out of my pocket. All right, we're out. Why is it not cranking? Oh, come on. Here we go.